Hello everyone, my name is Yusuf Edwards and welcome to part 94 of the Abigail and Margaret Film School. Let us begin. So Susan was waking up from a wonderful sleep. She was quite looking forward to the school day, especially since it was the first day of school since after Lazy Day. Since Lazy Day, it was now the first day of school. So she gets out and gets off of the bed. Then she leaves the bedroom, her bedroom, and she goes to the shower, or actually to the bathroom. After that, she opens up the door and her brother is pooping in the toilet. It was quite embarrassing for the both of them. She says, "I am so sorry." He says, "It's not a big deal. I just had to go to the bathroom. No problem. Are you going to be long?" she said. He said, "No, I just need to wipe my butt and then I'll be out of here." "No problem. And wash your hands, right?" "Yes, and wash my hands." After that, she then leaves the bathroom to wait for him to get out of the toilet. She then goes to the living room and, of course, sits on the couch and begins watching TV. Shortly thereafter, he is out of the bathroom. She then turns the TV off, and after that, she's now going to the bathroom to take a shower. She walks into the bathroom, takes off her pajamas, and she goes into the shower. Then after she takes that shower, she gets out of the shower and dries her hair and her whole body, or the rest of her body, I should say. Then she would then leave the bathroom, taking her pajamas with her. She then go further into the kitchen, making her way to the laundry room, putting her dirty pajamas in the washing machine to wash. And after that, she then leaves the washing machine or the washing room, and naked, by the way. She then goes back to her bedroom and she begins getting dressed for the day. After that, she then walks back into the living room and she sits back down on the couch, and she then watches TV once again. After she turns on the TV once again. After that, she watches TV. Her brother is, by this point, walking back into the living room after he gets dressed. And he is quite excited for the first day back from Lazy Day. The first day of school after Lazy Day. After that, Ricky Mac wakes up and decides to cook the kids breakfast for the morning. So that's what he does. They continue to watch TV as he's doing that, and they are quite enjoying themselves. When all of a sudden they hear a knock at the door, and it is Peter coming to say hi to the family. He comes in, he says hi, he decides to stay for a while because he's also going to be going to class with them as well, so he might as well just stay. He might as well just stay there. He might as well eat some breakfast with them, and he might as well just stay there for a while, Peter says to himself. After that, breakfast is now served. Peter, Susan, and Tracy all show up to the breakfast table. They sit down and they begin to talk about the first day of school after Lazy Day. And they had some quite wonderful adventures during the Lazy Day. She talks about the fishing trip. They both laugh. She is thinking about it more as a happy memory. They are eating breakfast together, having a wonderful time, when all of a sudden she hears honking. Sounds like a car, she says to Ricky. Well, she says to her father. And Tracy says, "Oh wow, I didn't know that they were going to be this early." So they walk out so they grab Peter, they grab him by the arm and say, "We gotta go, man, we gotta go." Tracy said to Ricky. No, Peter, I should say. Ricky was eating his breakfast at the time, so he was not speaking at them at that moment in time. So Tracy grabs Peter and they leave the house. They leave the house and they arrive at the and they see, I should say, and they see Abigail and Margaret. They see them, and they just get in the car because they gotta go. So they get in the car, buckle up their seatbelts, and they are gone from the house. She says, Abigail said, "But that was easy. I didn't have to pick up Peter from his house. He was already at yours." Yeah, I know, right? That was kind of easy. Actually, it was Peter's idea to be at our house, just eating breakfast before you arrived. Really? Well, good thinking, Peter. And Peter said, "No problem. I try my best." After that, they arrived at the school. Along with everybody else at that time. Everybody else was arriving at the school as they were arriving at the school too. So they all get out of their cars and they are gone from their cars too. They all walk they all walk into the classroom. Well, into the school, rather. After that, they all congregate at this one classroom. They begin the lesson after they all sit down at their seats. They begin the lesson, they begin learning how to make movies. Just like they always have done. After that, after they have learned everything that they could learn at that point and or for the day, it was time for a very important announcement. Abigail said, "We have an announcement to make." "What is it?" Susan asked. Well, you know how we got started making movies, right? Essentially how we got started really making films. We got started making films in Mexico, and we enjoyed it very much. And the most important, but the best part and the most important part of it was the film competition that both me and Margaret went to. It was very informative and very awesome to be in. I won, obviously, and I felt a sense of accomplishment, obviously, and I just felt a sense of gratitude that I had won that competition. So, I want you to think about this moment in time, and think about your classmates, and think about your friends that you have probably made along the way, because they will become your competition tomorrow. Because America, and this film school in particular, the first of its kind, by the way, will be the home of the first ever American film competition to see who is the best at their craft or potential craft. Good luck to everybody who is participating in this competition. I wish you all and my wife, me and my wife, wish you all the best. Happy film making. And what followed is enormous applause. A standing ovation, if you will. People were clapping all around the classroom, dancing. It was a wonderful, wonderful time. After that, it was time for them, after they got done celebrating this wonderful news, to go home. So they got back in the car, and all throughout the ride, they just couldn't stop buzzing over this like wonderful news, and complimenting Abigail and Margaret all the time during the ride home, of course. They were just complimenting the hell out of her. It was starting to get annoying for Margaret. But she keeps it inside, obviously. And so, Abigail, why do I always get confused? So Abigail and Margaret drops off Peter at his house first. Then after that, they say goodbye to Peter. He leaves the car, and he's now home. After that, it was now time to drop off, of course, Susan and Tracy at their house. They arrive are just continuing to compliment the both of them on this wonderful news. After the complimentary compliments, it was now time for them to leave. So that's exactly what they do. They leave the car after arriving home. They wave goodbye, and Susan says thank you once. She says thank you for this opportunity. I can't wait to show you what I can do, she says. After she got out of the car, her and her brother both got out of the car. After that, they were gone. They pulled away after doing the wave, as Susan and Tracy was waving goodbye with a big smile on their faces. After that, they turn around and they walk to the door. They knock on the door, and obviously their father opens the door and lets them in. They could not stop. They would not hesitate to tell their father the wonderful news. She says there's going to be a film competition tomorrow, and it's going to be all night not all night, but it's going to take place tomorrow and the next day. So we're probably going to be busy, and we're probably not going to be seeing you for a while because we're so busy making movies. So sorry for that. No problem, Ricky said. I'm very surprised and very happy. Is there anything I can do for you? Maybe not, but maybe, I don't know yet. Just say the word, daughter and son. If you guys need any money, just say the word, he says. And she says, we'll think about it. No problem. No problem. After that, they begin sitting down at the dinner table so Ricky can, cook dinner for the family. All of a sudden, their mom shows up. His wife shows up with some food from the trip that she took a couple of days ago. At this point, she shows up at the house. She's very happy to see both of them and all of them. She puts the food on the table after walking to the kitchen where they were, and she sits down at the dinner table and says, well, let's eat, guys. After that, they ate dinner. After that, they were now eating dinner as a one big happy family. And that was it. After that, it was now time for bed. She leaves the kitchen. It was getting dark anyway. She goes back to her bedroom, and she goes to her closet to pick out some pajamas. She puts them on. She then gets on the bed, gets under the covers, and turns off the light, and goes to sleep. And that was it. To be continued, everybody. To be continued. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and And if you did, leave a like, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment down below telling me what do you like about the video or hate about the video. And I will see you next time. Bye bye for now.